Okay, let's finish this trial. And sort of this game, except for then there's the DS bonus content. I'm drinking alcohol tonight.
Hey!
Let's see how that goes.
December 28th, 9:51 a.m., District Court, Defendant Lobby number 2. This is also probably the final day that you can... What?
That's pretty good, actually. I mixed it with the apple juice.
Ah, so you made a mix as opposed to just drinking things straight.
Well, the hard cider was just like...
Too tart.
I mean, it tasted like champagne, which was kind of a shock. I like sweet ciders, but they're rare. Anyway. This is it. Judgment Day. Today things are going to get settled at last. A lot of things.
Yeah, a lot of things.
What's the big idea?
Wait, do they still have a lot of static electricity built up?
Yeah.
Man, that's like me. How many times have we kissed and I accidentally zapped you because I electrify everything?
Often. It was worse, I think, in our previous apartment. Not so much here.
Well, maybe it's because we went out in the car more often. I will say this here and now. I always get electrocuted by my car. I don't know what it is. Every time I open it up or close it, it decides to electrocute me. You can audibly hear the tss of it shocking my fingers. I'm pretty sure if it was night, we could see the electricity coursing from my fingers to the car door. I don't know what it is, but I'm perpetually electrified, and it might be because my favored pant material is corduroy. I think corduroy, it's sort of like a pseudo velvet. You would think that maybe it stores more static electricity than other garments, don't you think? So it's possible that coupled with my long hair and a bunch of other factors...
I think you just have crappy superpowers.
Where I get electrocuted?
You are a static shock too. Except for you don't have any of the cool bits. Or the cool hair. Or the family values. You just zap yourself. Constantly.
That's terrible. And yeah, and sometimes I zap Wonder too. But yes, in any case, apparently Maya and Phoenix are still holding a little bit of that extra charge after being zapped by Von
modified her
Karma.
sprite a little bit so she
Just
had,
so there's like loose
hair.
hairs
and
stuff like that. That'd be fun.
It bothers me that her hair is just a gradient swooped across her hair. Like, it's so... Bleh.
Okay, in any case, sorry, Nick. I only touched your shoulder. I guess the shock hasn't worn off from my run-in with the stun gun yesterday. Anyhow, today's the last day of the trial. Good luck, Nick.
Yeah, thanks, Maya. Edgeworth is looking glum as always. Von Karma doesn't push him too hard. Wow. What are you doing?
Sorry. I'm sorry.
I have no idea how to make my
how to make it
deep voice into
how
a
to
yell.
make an Edgeworth lose his cool. Yeah, that's true.
I don't know if I can do that. Like, I can go but
that just sounds like some warrior in an old animated show. Like,
he is Swolesworth. I'm pretty sure when he's not putting people in jail, he is pumping iron like crazy. Have you seen him in a trench coat?
Well, we've seen his shoulders.
Gumshoe look tiny.
He has very broad shoulders. Then again, don't most of the characters in this series, if they're male, have really immensely broad shoulders?
Judge. The judge is a stick man.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I don't really know how you'd be able to voice an Edgeworth that's surprised. Probably like a, whoa.
Whoa, dude. He just turned surfer. No.
Sorry. I'm sorry. I just said I'd cheer you up with a pat on the back.
Maya, maybe you should go outside and discharge.
Right. Good idea.
Gonna go hug every stranger.
Discharge doesn't sound right.
Ew. Gross.
I know. It's just, it is gross. How else would you describe lose your static polarity or whatever. Polarize? Depolarize? That might be better. Isn't that how electricity
Probably.
works?
Can we move on
You're
very
polarized
fast
to one way or the other?
in the opposite direction? Try not to electrocute anyone on your way out. Whoa, yeah, pal! Oh, right. Oh, yeah, pal! What's gotten into that girl? Detective Gumshoe. Morning, Mr. Edgeworth. Good morning. How did it go, detective? Oh, how did it go, detective? Have no fear. As promised, I've captured our runaway caretaker. I just brought him in. Took all night, pal. Thanks, Detective Gumshoe. You must be tired. Actually, after that shock I got on the way in, I feel pretty good.
He likes getting electrocuted, apparently.
Yogi says he's forgotten his own name, but that has to be a lie. Why would he want revenge on Edgeworth if he couldn't remember his past? He does remember it, and I'm gonna prove it.
December 28th, 10 a.m., District Court, courtroom number 3. You know, I've never been able to distinguish between one courtroom and another. Haven't they changed the lobby and the courtroom numerous times?
Yeah.
And they always look the same. They could have at least recolored them.
Fun fact, it's actually a different judge every time.
He's like, I have triplets.
We come from a long line of pentuplets. There's 5 pentuplet sets. My mother got it on a lot. In very short order, too. We breed like hamsters.
What?
Sadly, my mother would eat several of them. And with every batch, so technically I'm a pentuplet, but also just a twin. Court is now in session for the trial of Miles Edgeworth. The defense is ready, Your Honor. The prosecution is ready. Right, very well. We've reached the final day in our proceedings in this trial. I ask that the prosecution submit decisive evidence. Understood. Come on, don't be awed into silence by every little thing he says. Well, very well, Mr. Von Karma. Your opening statement. Right. Thanks to Detective Gumshoe's efforts, the boat rental shop caretaker has been arrested. In yesterday's trial, the defense asserted that the caretaker was the murderer. However, the caretaker has yet to confirm this. I would like to ask the defense to cross-examine him as much as necessary. Very well. Please bring the witness into the courtroom. Ladies and gentlemen of the court, I believe you all remember our witness. He lives in the boat rental shop on the lake, from where he witnessed the incident. In addition, he has currently lost memory of his name and identity. Witness! Why did you run away yesterday? The witness was not running away, as he will now testify. I see. Very well, please begin your testimony.
Why I left court?
I'm really sorry about leaving yesterday like I did, but I wasn't running away or nothing. I went to buy some food for Polly, see? I figured I got nothing to do with the incident anyhow. I need one of those motive things, right? Now got none. So my testimony yesterday stands as it is. Very well. Let's begin the cross-examination, shall we? He has to know his name. Yanni Yogi. You're Yanni Yogi, and I'm gonna prove it. I call what you did running away and not just leaving. You heard Larry's testimony and you realized you were in danger. Now, Mr. Wright, there's no need to rush to conclusions. As I said, the witness was not running away. Listen to the testimony. He sure seems relaxed. In fact, they both do. Von Karma and Yanni Yogi. But I wasn't running away or nothing. Then why did you leave? He is just about to say why. Is it so hard for you to just quietly listen when someone is talking? If I sat quietly, Edgeworth would be guilty in 3 minutes. I, went to buy some food for Polly, see? Food? Well, Polly's a bit of a gourmand, see? She only eats these high-quality bird pellets from France. They only have them in the big pet shop downtown. But you weren't arrested until this morning. Why didn't you go back to the caretaker's shack?
Yeah, you need to feed your pet.
Well, I kinda got lost, you see. The witness has trouble remembering things sometimes. When the police apprehended him, he was on his way back to the shack. Yeah, right. Nice try, Von Karma. No one's gonna believe that. Ah, I see. So he was lost. I get lost all the time. To the bathroom, to the courtroom, to my pentuplets' graves. Please, Your Honor, come to your senses. You've lost much of your memory, is that correct? Yep, that seems like it. Then how could you know that you didn't have anything to do with this incident? Or maybe you're lying about not having your memory. You know exactly who you are. And the witness has testified quite clearly that he has no memory of who he is. If you claim he's lying, then shows at the court proof. How am I supposed to prove what's going on inside that old codger's head? That's impossible. I'm glad you've come to your senses, Mr. Wright. Very well, witness. Please continue. I need one of those motive things, right? And I don't got one. How can you say you had no motive? I say you do. You had a grudge against Edgeworth and the victim, Robert Hammond. That's why you took revenge on them, right? Please don't make me repeat myself, Mr. Wright. This witness has no memory of anything beyond several years ago. He can't hold a grudge. It's impossible. I have to prove he's lying about his memory. Otherwise, it's going to be the same thing over and over again until the trial ends. Might I say something, Mr. Wright? Yes, Your Honor. You've been saying the same thing now over and over. You've been calling the witness's memory of the past or lack thereof into question. But does this really have anything to do with the current case? Of course, Your Honor. The witness has said he has nothing to do with the case and no motive. Both of these statements are lies. Order! Mr. Wright, there's a serious problem with your claim. Are you saying you know who this witness is? Of course, Your Honor. Ho. Now this is interesting. I would like to know myself. So, who is he? Don't play dumb, Von Karma. Mr. Wright, please tell us the witness's name. His name is Yanni Yogi, a former court bailiff. Huh? Yogi? That name seems familiar. Oh! Yanni Yogi from the DL6 incident. Figures the judge would have heard of it. It was such a famous case. But what does this mean? Your Honor, if this man is Mr. Yogi, then he has a clear motive. Jumping to conclusions again, Mr. Wright. This witness, is Yanni Yogi? Fascinating. However, how do you propose to prove this to the court? This is a court of law. As you may recall, you need proof. Allow me to repeat once more that the witness has lost his memory. This is it. I have to do this now. If I can't prove he's Yogi right here, right now, then I've got nowhere else to go.
Nick, how are you going to prove it? How could you prove that he's Yanni Yogi?
It's okay. It's actually quite simple. Your Honor, please take this man's fingerprints. Then we'll compare them to the fingerprints on file for Yanni Yogi 15 years ago. I see. That makes sense. Huh? I'm so very, very sorry, Mr. Wright.
Don't tell me they're burned
why?
off or something.
The witness has no fingerprints.
What?
What?
Or does he have a really rare genetic deformity that...
Or he burned them off in preparation. No fingerprints? You see, before I worked as a caretaker, I worked in a chemical plant. I burned my fingers working with stuff. Yep. What? Yogi, you sneak. You burned your fingerprints off to hide your past. Well, if the witness has no fingerprints, I guess we will not be able to prove his identity. No.
DNA!
Well, what will you do, Mr. Wright? Seems that the case has been decided, no? No. I know what happened. I know everything. I just can't prove it. But no, I can't let it end like this. I can't lose. There has to be another way. There is no one who can testify as to who this witness is. No one.
Nick, what are we gonna do?
Monkey court. I didn't even consider that he might have erased his fingerprints. What do I do? Well, Mr. Wright, perhaps you'd like to cross-examine his parrot for a little comic relief, hmm? Yeah, very funny. You're a sore winner, Von Karma. Wait a second. Cross-examine his parrot?
What is it, Nick? No, you're not going to...
Your Honor, the defense would like to take Mr. Von Karma up on his proposal. Take Mr. Von Karma up? On my proposal? Exactly, Your Honor. I would like to cross-examine the witness's pet parrot.
Polly!
Order! Order! Well, what do you think, Mr. Von Karma? Need you even ask? This is a farce. I object. Wait a second. You were the one who suggested I cross-examine the parrot, Von Karma.
I wonder how many animals have been used as a quote-unquote witness in various trials. Like, haven't there been dogs that can catch, like, a particular killer or burglar in a lineup or something before?
Maybe.
And I don't know. I almost feel like this could happen. Maybe not with a parrot, but... Or actually, no! Wasn't there a parrot that did recall precisely what a man said?
A president's parrot once testified in court.
Which... What?
Oh.
Huh?
Okay.
Huh?
I'd like to hear that story.
Well, I did hear about a parrot who, in a case of murder and, like, the abuse of a woman, actually remembered precisely what the abusive husband had said and had been able to say it, maybe not in court, but had been able to say it to, like, the animal rescuers or the people that had been put into their care or something. It's interesting because, yeah, the parrots can commit that to memory.
I have a right to do as you suggested. Well, if you are so desperate, then please, be my guest. Of course, should you go through with this, and nothing comes of it, then I hope you're ready for the consequences.
Nick, this is crazy!
Well, still want to go through with your little game? Yes. Let the parrot take the stand. I'll cross-examine her, Your Honor. This is the most ridiculous thing I've ever heard. Von Karma's rigged every person's testimony, every piece of evidence. Except the parrot. She's my last chance. At least I think so. Bailiff! Bring in the parrot.
Oh, she's so adorable.
She's very cute. That's quite a bird. Please tell us your name. Name! The witness is ignoring me. It must hurt to be completely ignored by a bird. Ahem. Very well, witness. Who is your owner? Please testify for us.
Who is your owner?
Huh. Certainly the most concise testimony we've had so far. Very well, begin your cross-examination. Right.
She almost looks like a cross between a cockatoo and a macaw. It's kind of weird. Like, the coloration is macaw. I don't even think it's possible for them to interbreed.
I know it's not, but I don't know. I just want to make a crow joke.
What are you going to do, Nick?
I don't know. What do we do, Maya?
Hello, rock. Hello, rock.
We say hold it to the bird. Witness, you can't just say hello and expect us to get anywhere. I want you to testify. Maya, you talk to her.
Right. What do I say? Oh yeah, have we forgotten something? That's good.
As I recall, 2 days ago...
Polly, have we forgotten something? Don't forget DL6!
If I can get Polly to say that here, that will prove that the caretaker had something to do with DL6.
Polly? Have we forgotten something? Oh no, has she forgotten too? Hello! That's not what you're supposed to say. Forgot. Something we forgot. Hello! Uh-oh, it's not working, Nick. She won't say it.
This is ridiculous. Why won't she say it? Something the matter, Mr. Wright? Wait, don't tell me Von Karma expected this. He couldn't have retrained the parrot, could he?
Aww.
Did he train her not to respond when we asked if we'd forgotten anything?
We need to ask her something else. Well, I guess we should try to get some information out of her. We need to show the judge that her owner is Mr. Yogi. You're not gonna show Polly. That's weird. How is there? What?
Nope.
No.
I just wanted to try it. Polly, here are...
Did you ask her at the hello? Squawk?
I pressed that one. I have not pressed this one. You must speak with me. Frankly, I cannot believe that you're speaking to the parrot.
Well, I guess we should try to get some information out of her. Okay. We need to show the judge that her owner is Mr. Yogi. Okay.
So we're gonna press her again.
Okay, so what should she say this time? What's your name? Okay.
Maybe I should get her to say her name.
Polly, what's your name? Polly!
Mr. Wright, I think we've established that the parrot is named Polly. Does this have anything to do with the owner's identity? No.
Nah.
Well, I guess it doesn't really have anything to do with that, no. Please only ask questions pertaining to the matter at hand. Very well, witness, continue your testimony.
I suppose go back and ask the last thing we can. Yeah, he probably wouldn't know about that.
What if I get her to say the number for the safe?
Huh? The safe? Why?
Let's just try and get her to say anything, okay?
Polly, what was the number to the safe on the shack? Wait, was it
1228.
Wait,
December 28th.
Oh, I thought it was 1223. Did I mix that up?
You did.
It was
okay. It was 1228.
1228.
As in December 28th.
That makes sense. 1228. 1228.
My, what a reckless parrot. Well, Mr. Wright, you aren't claiming that this number has something to do with the caretaker. Actually, it does. That's why I had her say it. Ha! Ridiculous. How can the number to a safe tell us who the caretaker is? Show us your proof. What could possibly link this number to the caretaker's true identity?
Okay, what's the case from DL6? Yep.
The DL6 case file. What is this obsession you have with that case? Mr. Wright, where in this file is something relating to that safe number?
I think it's just in the case summary.
Case summary, yep.
Yeah.
It's on the case summary page. The case summary? Specifically the date on which the DL6 incident occurred. The date of the incident, December 28th. Why, that's today's date, 15 years ago. And the number on that safe is 1228. Ah! Use the date of the DL6 incident as the number for his safe, Your Honor. That's how important that date was to him. I see. It certainly is an interesting coincidence. People often do set their secret numbers to dates. Bah! This is not tangible proof. I set my ATM cards number to 001 because I'm number 1. This has nothing to do with the date. Nothing. And if any of you rob me, I'm going to slice your throats. And it'll be legal. Self-defense. Ah, indeed. Alone, it is a little weak for evidence in a murder trial. We would need some other corroborating evidence. Where am I going to find that?
Nick, we're getting closer. One more. If we can just get one more piece of evidence.
Right, but what? Huh. Very well, witness. You may continue.
Oh, so do we have to present her with something?
I think so, yeah.
Because I don't think it would be not your badge.
It might be. It might actually be.
Because she can be like, lawyer! I don't know. Oh,
Nope.
no.
It was worth a shot. It'd be pretty great.
How far back did you go? Did you save?
Yeah, I saved right before.
Okay. Wait, why is she... Oh no, did you go back too far?
No. I don't think so. Oh, maybe I did.
Yeah, I think you went back too far.
Okay, I did.
That's why you should...
Sorry, I thought I saved.
You need to show the case file again, and then you need to say it's on the summary page.
Yeah, it's easy enough. Okay, so we'll try pressing properly this time around. Okay, so we want to save over it.
But I thought we already got her to say all three things.
Oh, as I recall 2 days ago.
Well, no. This is the same thing.
Yeah, it is the same
Remember,
thing.
she just responds with her name because Von Karma got to her. Okay, goes through that whole sequence again. No, I think we need to present her with something. Would she wouldn't be able to recognize the dude in a photograph.
Maybe Misty Faye.
Maybe Misty Faye? But how would Yogi have ever seen Misty Faye?
Or the gun.
The gun itself? I mean, it could be the very same gun, yeah.
Because it was the gun that Yogi had.
True.
Nope.
Nah. I mean, you could show the old bullet. I don't know. That wouldn't make sense.
No. No, the old bullet is for later. Next bet would be Misty Faye.
Sure, but I don't think Yogi had any dealings with Misty Faye. No. I mean, you could show the picture of the dead father, but that would be weird. You already asked her at every single ...
I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, I think we need to present some evidence to Polly. Something that will be able to incite her interest. So it's not your badge. It has to be a photograph or an image, I would think. Because I don't think the bird would react to objects.
I doubt it would go to the incident photo.
Probably the picture of the shooter. You can try. No. What do you do?
Unless this is... Wait, can you present people in this one yet? No.
No.
You could present people.
Why don't you present Polly with Polly? I don't know what that's gonna
I
do.
thought we already did that.
I don't think we have done that. That'd be weird though. Because she's already on the stand. You could just show... Nah, showing the file? I don't think that'll do anything. I mean, you could show the photo of the dead guy. Well, Mr. Edgeworth's father, I suppose. Oh, wait. Polly Jenkins committed suicide. Wait a minute.
We never read that. But, oh, god damn it. Come on, it's right there!
I think what we do is maybe we go to the file and we also point out page number 2.
Oh! You might be right.
What's your name, maybe? Because then can we present evidence with the name thing?
Oh,
Yeah,
it does.
have relevance. Polly
Yes, it
does
does.
have relevance.
You're
There we
right.
go.
I forgot that he asked us that. Huh? Ah, fascinating. You claim that the parent's name will prove her owner's identity, and then show us proof.
Nick, don't you think you're bluffing a little bit too far?
Listen, we're not here to answer a question of who is the caretaker. We're here to prove that he is Yanni Yogi. All we have to do is tie the name Polly to Yogi. Your Honor. The proof that the parrot's name reveals the caretaker's identity is...
Yep, the DL6 incident.
The DL6 case file? That's quite a large file you have there. Which page is this proof on, then? Show us or stop wasting our time. Ah, very well. Mr. Wright, show us the page. Where in the file is the information connected to the parrot's name? Suspect data. It's on the suspect data page. Huh? This page has all the information about Yanni Yogi. Right after he was arrested, his fiancée committed suicide, see? Ah, indeed. It does say that, yes. What was his fiancée's name? Polly Jenkins. Polly! Exactly, Your Honor. He wanted to remember the name of his fiancée, who committed suicide. That is why he named his parrot after her. I see. I guess that is possible. Bah! Another mere coincidence, that is all. My granddaughter has a dog she calls Phoenix. Well, Mr. Phoenix Wright, does this make you my granddaughter's fiancé? She's only 7 years old. That's enough. I think we've reached a conclusion here. This is a mere coincidence, that is all. True, that is a possibility. However, the two coincidences at the same time seem more like a pattern to me. What are you saying? That I'm smarter than you think I am, asshole. Some are the caretaker of the boat shop. Immediately. Witness, tell us your name. Wait, this witness, he doesn't remember. No, it's okay.
No, it's the caretaker.
Oh.
How are you gonna change his voice from the...
I've accomplished what I wanted to. I'm done.
Nick, he looks totally different.
This is the real Yogi, I think, finally. He's been acting feeble to hide his true identity. Acting for 15 years. Well, let me ask you again. Please state your name for the course. My name is Yanni Yogi. 15 years ago, I served as a bailiff in this very course. Order! Order! Yanni Yogi! So it was you who killed Robert Hammond and tried to frame Miles Edgeworth for his death. Yes, it was me, I did it. They put me on the witness stand 15 years ago. Robert Hammond, he said I was mentally unsound. He told me it would make me innocent, get me off the hook. So I pretended to have brain damage. I was innocent, really, but he didn't believe me. We won the trial. but I lost everything. I lost my job, my fiancée, my social standing. Then this year, 15 years later, a package arrived. It was a letter and a pistol. The plan was written out in careful detail. It was a plan for me to take my revenge on the people who ruined my life. I didn't care who had sent it. I thought this was my chance. After 15 years, this was it. Finally a chance to have my revenge on Robert Hammond and Miles Edgeworth. I have no regrets. Wait a moment. Revenge against Miles Edgeworth? What do you mean? I'm not at liberty to speak on that matter. Why don't you ask Mr. Edgeworth yourself? Anyway, I admit it. I was the one who killed Robert Hammond.